I've tried to do that, and I tend to be successful in stopping fights. I don't know what it is about being 6'6", and 120 kilos on.
You're like a foot taller than me, and I still do this.
Yeah, exactly, and that's the thing about it is the protector and the warrior spirit exists within all men, regardless of his size or his capabilities. These are the things that he's really built to do. We're built to protect and we're built to destroy in equal measure. And the question is whether or not we are being raised and trained in the way to understand when to use which. Yep. And at the moment nowadays, I believe that many men are being overprotective, but not of other people, of themselves. They're afraid to put themselves in danger, to stand up, and they're afraid to speak up, and not for pussy-ass reasons, for good reasons. You stand up against feminism, Islam, climate change, vaccines. Doesn't matter what you stand up against as a man or a woman these days, you will get a hell of a lot of very much not like you. And the biggest fear in mankind's history, every biggest fear, public speaking. Okay, and the reason for that, it comes from ancient times. When you said something around the campfire that your tribesmen didn't like, they would kick you out of the tribe, and then you were alone in the wilderness, which back in the day meant you're dead. So when people are freaking out about speaking publicly and stuff like that, that's because their nervous system is telling them, you don't want to die, you don't want to die, don't say that, people will think you're weird. Now, the difference between people who accomplish very little, historically speaking, and those who accomplish a lot, historically speaking, is the people who accomplish a lot have that same voice too, and they ignore it.
Yep. Fully, 100%. When I first started speaking, public speaking, I used to throw up before every time I spoke publicly. Like every single time. I think when I was up in Auckland and spoke at the commemoration event of Wellington, when I spoke there, that was one of the first times I didn't throw up before public speaking. It's like, yeah, there is a lot of fear, there's a lot of nerves, and you're putting yourself out there in front of your tribe, and you're saying shit, and you don't know how it's going to be received.
Mm. Yeah, I really need to get over my my Wellington thing. Like, I wasn't allowed to go to Wellington, the big protest, the biggest protest I'd ever conceived of in my life during my time here. And I wasn't allowed to go because of my bail conditions for getting busted earlier. I was like, Vinny, you blew your load too early. You had it learned from porn,
Premature. Shit.
Yeah.
Premature. What's the word for speaking that is very similar to ejaculation?
Masticating?
No, that's eating. Premature,
enunciating?
Yes, premature enunciating. There you go. That'll work.
Yeah. Sorry, guys, a bit of premature enunciation there.
I just blew my load. Now I'm screwed.
You blew it, Vinny. You blew it. Oh, and it's tremendously unfortunate.
Extremely unfortuitous.
It was a seriously unfortunate turn of events at the end of the day.
Hell.
Have we still got people? Oh, no, it's dropped to 0. Okay, my bad. In fact, DK's bad. I've met somebody else. Like, normally in my life, I'm the only one where I'm like, hey, in doubt, when you're in doubt, blame Vinny. But now I can blame DK. All right,
say that about me. You think blame me? Shit.
I will always blame you, DK, for everything, bro. Like seriously, you are just like my savior, my savior of motoring.
Damn it! My other D-Life channel just got taken down as well.
A photo that I've got of when I was in Auckland with DK and Vinny, and this picture of Vinny and DK side by side. So DK was standing on a post, and they were the same height because it was about a metre tall post. Remember that, the restaurant thing we went to?
Yeah, I can't even remember that one. No.
No, we went to a.
Was that the one? We were walking down some bar and shit. I stood on one of the posts, like with a chain fence, like the chains that curve between all the wooden posts. And there's a photo of you standing.
I just don't recall.
Standing on the wooden post, and you stole my height.
Well, they say being tall is actually a leadership characteristic. Statistically speaking, if you look at political races, the tallest person tends to win. They don't always, but they tend to. And that's why Winston Peters, the head of the News Party here in New Zealand, always has an apple box to stand on when he's doing debates. It's a real thing, man. And people's sort of like hardwired thing, like for example, first impressions. If you look healthy, in 1/1000th of a second, people when they first see you, boom, first impression, just like that. Yeah. It doesn't matter who you really are. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what you sound like. It is all. And do you look healthy? Do you look wealthy? That's it. And I'm like, man, that's all it takes to really create a good, strong first impression. And 70% of people, even if they're wrong, will still go with their first impression. Yeah. So it's like, oh my gosh, we've really got to get our shit together.
I think we all do that sort of thing. It's sort of natural. It's a natural sort of thing. Yeah, it's part of the.
And people argue and they go, oh, well, it shouldn't be that way. I say, yeah, but yes, but it is. And it always has been, and it's never going to change. It's not possible for it to change because it's wired into our ancestry, okay? The reason why you're looking for healthy people and wealthy people is because wealthy people can provide you with opportunities and healthy people can provide you with good sperm or eggs, depending on whether or not you are getting into them from some kind of sexual reason. All right, that's all we're really looking for is somebody to give us resources or give us children. That really is the only reason why anybody really hangs out, I think, to a large degree. Yeah, we work together, you guys give me stuff, I give you stuff, that kind of thing, and we work together to create things that were better than we could have created all on our lonesome. That's what community really grew from, is a couple of people working together to make better things.
Well, I'd like to make better things myself. Like I consider myself an artist. I've always done leather work and all sorts of things like that, and just to be able to create something that someone else can use, it's an honour in a way, you know what I mean? And same as what you're doing, your artwork, which is your shows and things like that, and DK as well, of course, is we're all producing something, and hopefully for benefit.
Yeah, and we're producing it and we're contributing it and we're sharing it with each other and all of that kind of thing. So at the end of the day, sometimes looking at the cold reality is sometimes a shockingly large amount more cool and beneficial than flights of fantasy, no matter how lofty. Now, with that being said, what have we been doing this show for a little over 3 hours now? Oh my God, it's 3:22, right on the Skull and Bonesman.
No, that's it. That's only like 2.5 hours. We haven't even hit 2.5. We started at 1.
Oh, well, did we start a bit late, did we?
Yeah,
No, we
yeah.
aim.
No, you're right. Sorry, I did 2 hours this morning that I
you're
thought was only going to be
10
one.
minutes late, but yeah.
but we got carried away.
I
Yes,
never do hour-long shows.
Yeah.
Shit.
yes. Sorry about that.
Well,
Ah,
I
and
think it's
Barack's
basically,
messaging me now.
I think it's basically time to wrap it up because I'm out of beer and I need to go get some more beer.
And that is a very important thing. Hey, DK.
Yeah. I can't
Indeed.
get drunk tonight. Beer.
Look what I just said. Go get.
Can you turn your camera off?
And I need a WikiLeak. I need to take a WikiLeak as well, sort of thing. It'll just be a
So you're going to
WikiLeak.
end it. This has actually been heaps of fun. I kind of even don't want to end the
You guys can keep on talking if you like, but yeah, well, I don't know.
Yeah.
You wanna carry on?
Always leave them wanting more. Always leave them wanting more. Besides, I have a flat inspection tomorrow, so I have to clean up the house after this, mow the lawn, and I've got flatmates moving in as well, sort of thing. And I've got now 3-4 archives that I've done, live shows with people that I need to archive, as well as 13 other shows I need to archive. And I'm working on a radio play version for my mate's script, and I'm finishing another script for Grindspot, and I'm editing a video for the New Zealand Chili Champs, and I'm also wanting to edit a video for the New Zealand Festival scene. And I also need to talk with my ex about sorting out my situation with my son, and my other ex to work out the situation with my daughter. I also need to do a bit of banking so I can pay my so on and so on. I've got a few things on my plate. So I'm very grateful to have been here, but nevertheless, I cannot stay forever.
Okay, well, I'm going to flick off. You guys can carry on chatting if you like, but I'm going to end my stream. Thank you very much, guys, for being on with me today. Because you guys are quite good at what you do, and me, I'm not the sharpest knife in the block. I'm a bit like a bread knife. I cut through difficult subject matter, but always leave plenty of crumbs on the board. Now, that's my little outro thing. Hey, guys.
Choice, brother.
Cheerio. Love you.
Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening in. And thank you, DK. Thank you, Amos, for everything that you do. I actually would feel. I remember when I actually burst into tears when you guys were here, because I felt so alone and isolated in the New Zealand Truth Movement, like nobody about me, and you guys came and you did care about me, and it made me feel so loved, guys. Thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate you.
Goes back at you as well, man. I'm sitting here doing everything myself too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So yeah, that goes.
That's another thing. We really aren't alone, are we? And sometimes we need to be reminded of that because it's so important to know.
Yeah. Well said.
Thank you. Sorry to drizzle jism in your mouth while we're trying to hang up the phone. Nine, Jewel hung up first.
This is our worst bird.
It's been wonderful. It's been very bourgeois. Thank you so much.